Alright, so before we head further into the Faron Woods, I'm going to take a little trip to the sky in order to take care of a few little things. One of them, of course, is being to fix my shield. It's definitely taking too much damage. Wow, I'd have a voice crack right there. I really like the fact that you can easily go back to Skyloft and to the world below. It's a really good mechanic, and I'm glad Nintendo put it in. I know some people criticize the whole saving mechanic and how there's too many bird statues scattered around on the ground, but you know what, it's probably better that way. Anyway, wherever you dive off in Skyloft, it'll try to locate you in the closest area. So I landed on top of the bazaar, so I'm probably going to land right next to it. Yep, alright. So let's head back into the bazaar and see our good old friend Gonzo. He's probably going to have some good use for now. Alright, so he should be right here. Yes. Hey, welcome back to the scrap shop. Hi, Gonzo. So, I can either fix my shield, or I can upgrade it, because I believe I have enough of the items to upgrade it. We can also upgrade our slingshot, but we need 2 dusk relics. We don't have those. We have the amber relics. I'm personally going to upgrade my slingshot much later in the game. Well, anyway, let's upgrade our shield to make it a better shield. You technically don't even have to upgrade any of your shields. You can just go through the game with having the first shield, or the main shield of every little category. But I personally like to have a stronger shield. Anyway, we upgraded to the banded shield. It's more durable. Alright, well, like I said, I'm not going to upgrade my slingshot, but in order to get the best shield, we need quite a few things, and we won't be able to get those until a little bit later. Well, anyway. Alright. So, that's actually all I'm going to take care of in the bazaar for now. But now that we have the slingshot, if you remember Beetle's airship, we couldn't really activate it. As you also look, our banded shield has a larger durability meter. Anyway, now that we have the slingshot, we can actually get into Beetle's airshop by ringing the bell. And by hitting the bell, he will drop a rope for us to climb onto. So, let's climb. Oh, I didn't mean to press A again. Alright. Well, we can always ring the bell again and he can drop the rope for us. Alright, this time let's be patient and not press A. Alright, so let's head in. And now that we have actually quite a few rupees... Oh, there's good old Beetle. I love that. Oh! Anyway, now that we have quite a few rupees, we can buy this bug net. Remember that little kid outside who was running into the trees trying to chase the bugs? He was talking about this bug net. Now we can buy it. And we got the bug net. Now we can catch bugs, and with bugs we can upgrade potions. I rarely use the bugs to upgrade potions, but that's besides the point. Anyway, over here we have an extra wallet. We can carry an additional 300 rupees inside of our current rupee wallet, and it's only for 100 rupees. Well, we have the money and I'm going to buy it. So our original rupee wallet could hold 300, now it can hold 600.
Thank you.
Alright, so over here we have the life medal. If you buy this life medal and you equip it in your adventure slot, you will get an additional heart container. There are 20 hearts that you can accumulate on this entire... 20 heart containers you can have in this entire adventure, but only 18 of them will come from heart pieces and bosses. There are 2 life medals, and that's the only way you can get all 20 hearts in the entire game. Anyway, this is an additional adventure pouch for only 200 or 300 rupees. I couldn't read it properly, but I wanted to get the larger rupee wallet so I can store more rupees, so I can easily buy those other things. Anyway, that's... Now we have the bug net. I can catch this butterfly. And we got one blessed butterfly. When you're trying to catch bugs, there's a certain way to go about things. You cannot run around trying to catch them. It's always to your best interest to walk slowly, Z-target the bugs, and then once you Z-target them, be very cautious. Make sure that your bug net's going to align. Oh, great. And then you can catch the bugs. And for some reason, I could not run off the edge because I got exhausted. But if you do happen to run off the edge, you don't die. One of these guys just comes and saves you. And then they give you a little lecture about, don't be reckless, Link. Alright, now we can leap off. Well, anyway, that's it for the... That's actually it for the stuff I have to do in Skyloft, so let's head back to Faron Woods. Don't ever feel afraid to go back to Skyloft in order to take care of a few little side quests. It's always to your best interest to fix your equipment, your shields, at any given point where you feel like, before you head into a dungeon. It's always to your best interest to do that. So, now we're going to be introduced to selecting our location where we're going to land. We won't always land in the same area as when we first enter a new area. So, the bird statues that we can activate outside, they are basically little checkpoints that we can land back at. So, we want to land back at viewing platform, because that's where we took off from. Alright, so now that we have taken care of everything, I'm just going to quickly save. Never hurts to save. That's my biggest advice. Never hurts to save. And now that we have the slingshot, let's pull out our slingshot, stand in this little area, and shoot down this vine. I just usually try to center things in order to minimize the risk of having the Wii Remote, like, freak out. Or having the little cursor freak out. Anyway, Fee's gonna tell us about how to quickly equip items. You just quickly tap B. And I already said that a while ago. But thank you, Fee, anyway, for the useful tip. I was used to holding down the item button when I was playing Twilight Princess, so when I was first playing this game, like, I would always, like, get into the select the item menu. Anyway, in order to get more seeds for your slingshot, you can always hit these little fruits down in order to collect more Deku Nuts. Anyway, let's head in. So now we are in a new area of Faron Woods, and this area is the Deep Woods. Just a little bit more left before we get to the dungeon. I really like how these little areas before the dungeons are dungeons in themselves. It's a lot of fun, and I think it's a really great mechanic that Nintendo should have done a while ago, and definitely should have done in Twilight Princess. And for some reason I've activated these hornets. They will kill you if you're not fast enough, or you can just use your bug net to catch the Deku hornets. Yeah. So, if you go into water, they will avoid you. Otherwise, they can hurt you pretty bad. Alright, I believe that they want me to douse. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, Zelda's in that direction. Oh my gosh. I'm getting a little bit flustered right now with the buttons. Did I just kill a bug? Oh, poor bug. It didn't deserve that. Anyway. Before you head off on this tightrope, make sure you take out your... Oh, let's stand back a little bit away. And let's knock down this hornet's nest. You definitely don't want to have to deal with those hornets when you're on the tightrope. Alright, let's get across this tightrope. I think I killed another bug. Dang it. Anyway, I needed that heart anyway. No, it was just a plant. Never mind. Hey, look who it is. It's Gorko. Alright, so he wants us to meet us up there. With him. And now we got this better shield. We can easily get rid of those Octoroks again. Now let's do some sidling across this ledge. And there should be... Nope, guess not. Oh, there it is. There should be some red bokoblins here. This is actually is a pretty cool... This is a funny thing. Now once you start heading off over here, the bokoblins will try to get on the tightrope to fight you. And once they start coming, you can actually drop down and you can jostle the rope. And if you're close enough to them and you start jostling, they will fall to their demise. Anyway, but you can't hang on the rope like that for too long. Your stamina meter will, of course, go down. Alright, so there should be... Oh, there's a stump there if you ever need to take some time to refill your health. There's another bird statue over here. Let's just activate it. Never hurts to save, as always. I usually try to save frequently in this game. Anyway, let's go over here and grab the rope. Aw, come on! I lined that up perfectly. That's alright, I don't think they take away a heart for that. Nope, they don't. Alright, so... There we go, this should work. Alright, so this is a Quadrababa. Baba. Blah 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 blah. And these Quadrababas are tougher Deku Babas. They can open their mouths in both directions, unlike the Deku Babas who are only limited to one direction. So you have to be kind of quick and have your reflexes set. Usually they will alternate their patterns, so that's why that one was so easy to defeat, but otherwise they're not that easy to best. Anyway, in this chest we should have 20 rupees. Yes, very nice. It's good that we're trying to refill our wallet all over again after all the work that we spent into filling it up. Alright. Well, I thought he wasn't going to talk to us, so we actually need to talk to him. You can't really go anywhere without talking to him. Alright, so like Gorko says, these are goddess cubes, and if we throw a skyward strike at them, we will activate them and a beam will be sent into the sky. Goddess Cubes unlock chests that we can find all across in the sky. If you do not activate the chests, they look like dark chests and you won't be able to open them, but once you activate a Goddess Cube that goes to the chest will turn to a light blue-purple color, and then you can open it. Usually inside the chest you can get item upgrades, or you can get tons of rupees, pieces of heart, really good items. They're basically like the exploration items that you can find. Nice teeth, buddy. They're the main exploration items that you can find in this game. Finding all the Goddess Cubes is not very hard, but finding them all is to your benefit. And some of them are cleverly hidden, so it's a really good mechanic. I like it. I just wish the Goddess Cubes were a little bit harder to find, but that's just beside the point. Of course, you won't be able to get all the Goddess Cubes if you find them. Certainly in some parts, you need to come back much later in the game in order to activate them. And of course, Fee's just giving us a little bit of advice, saying before you head into dungeons, make sure you're all set to go into the dungeon, make sure you have a shield, make sure you have enough potions, so all the stuff that I've basically told you guys. Also, you won't find Goddess Cubes in dungeons, and you usually won't find other really helpful collectibles like pieces of heart inside dungeons. Most likely, if there's any sort of treasure, it's usually rupees or other monster treasures. Anyway, with a bug net, you can also capture birds to get bird feathers, but birds are very hard to get sneak on. And we can read this sign, and it says, "He who descended from above, look to the star that the bird rises heavenward, gazes upon, and aim your shot there." Well, that's very cryptic. Don't really know what that means. Let me first find some birds. I want to capture a bird and show you guys. Is there a bird over here? Nope, there's no birds over here. I need to find a bird. Or more like I want to find a bird. Are the birds back? Usually the birds return if they fly away. Alright, so let's be stealthy. I'm gonna capture a bird. Alright, so we Z-target it. Actually, let's go for the yellow one. And we got one bird feather. Bird feathers will be used to upgrade some items, but that's later on. Just make sure you start collecting items from now, so you don't have to grind for items later on. Anyway, there's a door over here, and if we remember, the tablet said, "Gaze heavenward from where the bird looks up." So let's look up. And would you know, there's a cleverly hidden switch. Ah, Nintendo. And we finally have opened the way to the first dungeon.